What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We're back here today again on NBA 2K24. We just rebuilt the Warriors yesterday. Today we're going to jump into 2K24 and do a Boston Celtics rebuild. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you are new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. We're currently on the road to 40,000 subs, and my goal right now is to reach 40K before this month is over. We have like, what, 11 or 12 days left of this month. So if you've not hit that sub button, want to help us reach that goal, that'd be absolutely amazing. Go ahead, hit that sub button. Let's get to 40K before this month is over. But with that all being said, today, as I told you, we're rebuilding the Boston Celtics. Now, do the Celtics need me to do anything to their team? Probably not, but the team has not won a championship with the Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown core just yet. So maybe you can make the argument that maybe they do need a little something, although I do like the roster going into this season. So Jason Tatum, of course, up top. Jaylen Brown, who they gave the massive extension to. There's some Celtics fans that did not want to pay him, but they ended up doing so. At the end of the day, Jaylen Brown is a very good player. Obviously, his playoffs was a little disappointing with the dribbling and stuff, but Jaylen Brown's still a great player, phenomenal player. Porzingis, it's definitely a risky addition with the injury history of Porzingis. Of course, Celtics fans probably got their hearts ripped out when they traded away Marcus Smart, who's been on their team for ever since I pretty much started watching basketball when he was a rookie, if I remember correctly. So that was kind of crazy. But Brogdon, of course, was supposed to be traded, and then there was the whole thing. I forgot exactly what happened. I feel like the Clippers backed out or something like that. Derek White, Al Horford, Robert Williams, Peyton Pritchard. This is a very good roster, as we know. So if we take a look at the rotation going into year one without me touching anything, this is what we got. So we got Brogdon, Jaylen Brown, Tatum, Al Horford, Robert Williams, Porzingis, Derek White, Delano Banton, and Svi Mykhailiuk. So already, although the depth is really good, once we get to the 8th and 9th spot in this rotation, it definitely is a little lackluster. 10-man rotation, I don't really know. I want to run 10 players with how bad this bench is at the end. So I kind of want to give Peyton Pritchard minutes because the man has been begging for some minutes. He's requested trades as well to even go get minutes from somewhere else. So I think Peyton Pritchard, I want to go and give him minutes. Now, Celtics or the 2K wants to actually start Al Horford over Porzingis. I don't actually foresee that happening. I think the way we fix that is move Al Horford to the 5, and that should fix that. He'll come off the bench, I assume. I mean, I could see a world where they have Robert Williams come off the bench, but I'm still going to just do that. I mean, it's interchangeable, but we're going to do something like that. I definitely want Porzingis to start at the end of the day. But, yeah, so once again, I'm going to fix this. But that'll be it for me. I don't think there's anybody else. I mean, I could also send Jordan Walsh to the G League really quick. That might be not a terrible idea. So let's do that. He'll go to the main Celtics. I'll see you guys at the end of year one. I don't foresee stopping the trade deadline, but I guess if I do, maybe I fix the end of the bench. I'll show you, but it just kind of depends on how things are going. But as we all know, the Celtics are usually pretty good in the 2K sim. Today's video is brought to you by PrizePicks. PrizePicks is a player props app that allows you to choose the overs or unders on the players you love watching. It's available on mobile or desktop. If we turn over to the left monitor here, they pretty much have every sport you can imagine. They have esports, MMA, NFL, and of course, basketball will be back soon as well. But basically, you choose any stat that you want. You can choose between 2 to 6 players, and you're going to go the over or the under. It's that simple. You don't have to play anybody else. It's just you against the projections. Right now, PrizePicks is going to match your deposit dollar for dollar. If you use that link down in the description below, use code Crushables, matching your deposit up to $100. Thank you, PrizePicks, for sponsoring today's video. Also, as I told you guys in the last one, a tool that I'm using this year on my PrizePicks is I'm using DGF's Fantasies Optimizer. They basically do the math for you. They go ahead and give you the percentage chance that this prop can hit for you if you're going to win or not. And it's just profitable long term. So this is a tool I'm using. If you want to go ahead and use this tool as well, link to that tool is down in the description below. Use code Crushables to sign up there. Thank you guys so much to PrizePicks and DGF for sponsoring today's video. So we're going to stop at the trade deadline, which I didn't foresee happening, but we're 29 and 22 on the season right now. We're the 7th seed in the East. So of course, when I take the Celtics over, things don't exactly work out, right? So I want to make a change here. I want to fix the end of the bench. Now, the way I'm going to do that, this is going to suck to do, but I am going to go ahead and move on from Al Horford here. He's a great piece of the Celtics, but he's 37 years old. He might retire in the offseason. He's going to regress. I think it makes a ton of sense to kind of capitalize on him now. So I feel like the way that we do that is we go ahead and trade Al Horford, also grant Peyton Pritchard trade requests he's had for like the last 2 years. And we throw this Warriors pick in here because this Warriors pick is not going to be very good anyway. Let's just try to get as much value as possible here. And there was a trade that I liked, so this is what we're going to do. So this is the trade that I absolutely love. It's from the Spurs. We get Zach Collins and Trey Jones. We get a backup point guard, and we get Zach Collins. I honestly think that's a home run trade. We get a younger Al Horford in a way. Obviously, Zach Collins and Al Horford aren't exactly the same, but Zach Collins is still a very good player. Spurs do this because they get a first-round pick. Zach Collins is expiring. Maybe they've seen enough from Wemby that I don't feel like they need Zach Collins anymore. Trey Jones, I don't know what their plans are with him in the future, but Peyton Pritchard gets an opportunity in San Antonio maybe. So we're going to do this trade, and we're going to have Zach Collins and Trey Jones fix the end of our depth, which was very much a problem. So Zach Collins now comes over to starts. Well, I don't know what it is, but for whatever reason, 2K does not want to start Robert Williams. Don't know why. They just don't. So I like Zach Collins, but I don't know if I want him to start. I kind of like him as a backup 5. So Trey Jones and then Delano Banton. So that didn't fix anything, but of course Jason Tatum is hurt at the moment, which is why it's like that. So Jaylen Brown's playing the 3, but when Jason Tatum is back, the depth just gets a little bit better. I feel like we can make like another move because there definitely is room for another one, but I think I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. I like that first trade we made. We'll see if it fixes anything for us, but I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Hopefully Tatum is back soon, and as long as we're in the playoffs, I think we're gonna be able to go far. So at the end of the season, Ja Morant wins MVP. Vic is your Rookie of the Year. Chris Paul 6th man. Defensive player goes to Giannis, and then Paul Reed wins Most Improved. He always seems to win Most Improved. And Clutch Player there goes to Shea. Taylor Jenkins, your Coach of the Year. Now I saw this a second ago before I started talking. I thought it was kind of weird, but we got Executive of the Year for going 47 and 35. Not sure why, but I'll take it, I guess. And here's your All-NBA first team with Ja, Giannis, LeBron, Jokic, and Doncic. Do we get Jason Tatum here anywhere? We do. All NBA third team. No Jaylen Brown this time around, though. And then all defensive first team and all defensive second team. So I don't think we had any rookies, obviously, but we ended up being the 6th seed in the East. So yeah, pretty disappointed, to be honest with you. Regular season record did not really go all that well, but we are fully healthy for the playoffs, and that's what matters the most. I am going to go ahead and run an 8-man rotation. I think there's one thing we need to fix this offseason. It's the depth. We definitely need like better depth. I think not having a 9th and then like 10th or 11th spot when injuries happen, that kind of hurts us. So that is definitely going to be something we address in the offseason. No matter what, even if we win a championship, we still got to address it. So let's go ahead and see how we do. And we'll go against the Milwaukee Bucks in round 1. I think I showed the stats, right? If I'm not mistaken. Let me go over that again, just in case. So we had 28 from Jason Tatum, 24 from Jaylen Brown, 22 from Porzingis, 17 from Brogdon, and then 12 from Zach Collins, 11 from Derek White. So Milwaukee in round 1. Of course, Milwaukee is not going to be an easy team to beat. They have Drew Holiday, Grayson Allen, Chris, Giannis, Brooke, Jay Crowder, Malik Beasley, Pat Connaughton, and Marjon Beauchamp. So game 1, we're down 1-0. We lose by 18. So not a great start. Game 2, we even it up though. So we take one of their games on their home floor, which is important. 45 from Tatum, 36 from Brown. If we can take care of home court, we should be good. And we could go up 3-1 on them potentially here. And we are going to let them even it up. So just like that, we got 1 win on their home court. They got 1 win on ours. So now it's time to go see if we can win on their home floor again in this important game 5. So we do have the lead right now, but it is very back and forth as it can get, and we are going to hang on and beat them by 10 in game 5. So go back to TD Garden for game 6, as we do get Zach Collins hurt, which kind of sucks. Could definitely use him as a backup 5, but we'll have to see if we can do without him. And we are in a close game once again, but it looks like, well, I guess it's only a 2-point game. I thought we were done for, but let's see if we can crawl back in it. We're very, very close to taking the lead back. We tie it up. We have the lead. They take it back, or they tie it up. 109, 111, 113. Close series. Very close. I'm not going to jump in since this is only year 1. I don't think there's any need to do that. So I'm just going to let 2K ride it out. Right now we're down 3. We get a basket, down 2. Tied up again. As close as it can be. They have a 6-point lead, and we make it a 1-point game. Are we going to win at the end? Wow. Okay. That was very close. We get it done. We get out of round 1. We beat the Bucks in 6. All right. I guess that was only to not force a game 7. I was thinking that was game 7 for some reason, but we won, and that's what matters. So now we get Philadelphia. So Philly, of course, is a tough team. Is Zach Collins out, or is he playing? No, he's actually out. So that sucks, because obviously that puts in Delano Banton at the end. Zach Collins could be used right now. He is going to be out 1 to 2 weeks still. So that's going to be rough, but game 1, we are going to go up 1-0 on the 76ers. So great start. I don't know if they're dealing with any injuries. I wasn't even paying attention. But we do take 1 on their home floor. Brogdon gets hurt, and we take 1 on our home floor. Can we win the next one as well? Yes, we do. 3-1. And we are going to be fully healthy, but they win game 6. So game 5. It's going to be a very important game 6. We're fully healthy. It would be lovely if we can go ahead and take care of being at home here in TD Garden. But it's looking like Philly has our number. We're going to a game 7. So made it somewhat close to the end. Not really. But yeah, we lose. So going to a game 7. Toronto is the 8th seed in the conference finals. Interesting. So game 7. Got a fixed rotation. This is to get to the Eastern Conference Finals. Can we do it? And this is going to be a close one. Philadelphia has our number right now, but we take the lead. They take it back. We take it back. They take it back. But it looks like 106, 111. Man, this is a sweat at the very beginning. Do we get back in this game? 6-point game right now. They kind of have some space on us. Not looking good. Maybe we get it. Nope. I think we lost, boys. We're going to lose this one, unfortunately, to the 76ers. We lose in round 2. So, Philly and Toronto in the Eastern Conference Finals. Philly goes on to win. And then you got Grizzlies, 76ers. The Grizzlies are going to go on to beat them in 6. So we still have an uphill battle to make this team a contender or a championship team. We have not got it done just yet. So let's head to lottery night. Not that this is really going to matter for us. The Blazers get number 1. We are going to end up with pick number 20. So that's still a decent pick. We could probably get like a really good rookie or something. Maybe we can get someone that could play right away. Might be wishful thinking, but maybe there's someone that falls to us. That's definitely possible at pick 20. But let's fill this out really quick, and then we should be ready to go. I'll grab Mr. Gordon Rush. Those are all 3 filled out. Boom, we're done there. Let's go to draft night. So on draft night, I could trade this pick in theory as well if I wanted to. I'm just going to get on the clock and see what my options are. Because right now, I could trade Trey Jones, but I kind of like the idea of keeping him. Jordan Walsh, I don't know if he'll be ready to contribute next year, but maybe he can play next year. We'll see. So let's jump in and draft at 20. So number 1, Alex Sarr goes to the Blazers. They definitely need a big for the future, so that makes sense. But we got DJ Wagner. Wow. DJ Wagner. Now, obviously, I don't really know what he's like now, but he used to be really good in these draft classes. Is he still that way? I have no idea. But for me, I think this is a no-brainer pick. That is a very big name. Now, again, I don't know if he's gone down since then or since the last time I drafted him, but he is going to be a 75 overall. So I think that's a pretty good bang for our buck at number 20. We also had an early second and another second, so I'll sign both of them. Player option, Sam Hauser. I'm going to accept it. Let's just have as many contracts as we can and maybe trade away if we want to like put together a bunch of salary, as the Celtics have done in the past. And then free agency. Of course, we definitely want to use our MLE or what we have left. I definitely want to bring back Zach Collins. That's a no-brainer to me. And then whatever the best player we can get with whatever money we have left, I think is going to be pretty important as well. Although, I will say, I don't like a lot of the options, but Gary Harris is kind of standing out to me as like the one guy I wouldn't mind bringing in. So, we're going to bring in Gary Harris, and we'll roll with that. And then that's really all we're going to be able to do in free agency. So now, in my opinion, the rest of this comes from the trade market. So, Brogdon, I do like, which I'll probably end up keeping him. Honestly, I think we're only going to need this one offseason, and we're going to win a championship next year. That's kind of how confident I am right now. We'll see if that ages well or not. But we need a good bench piece. We have a good 5 rotation with Zach Collins and Robert Williams. Porzingis to the 4 works for me. We definitely need some good backup forwards. That is definitely kind of an issue right now. Although Gary Harris could slide over, and I think he even goes up in overall when you do that sometimes. Let's see if that is the case. Yeah, he goes up to 78 overall. He is 6'4", but he's a good defender, so I'm okay with it. We'll change the secondary position here in a second. So I guess he'll be our backup 3 for now. Maybe we'll change that. We shall see. But now that we drafted DJ Wagner, I guess Trey Jones becomes more expendable, or DJ Wagner has more trade value. Maybe we can even upgrade the point guard spot. There's a lot of different things we can do. And I'm here for it. So let's go ahead and see how we're going to take this next step to being a contender next year. So we're going to be doing something crazy here to start things off. The Nets suck. No surprise there. If we can get Mikal Bridges on this team, we're winning a championship next year. And that's my ultimate goal here. We have not won a championship in a while, I believe. I can't remember. Did I win yesterday? I did at the very beginning, but I didn't do anything to win it. After that, we did not win. So I want to put my stamp on this team. I want to win a championship. So Brogdon, DJ Wagner, and a future first for Mikal Bridges. I mean, with how valuable Mikal Bridges is to the Nets, I assume they'd want even like another first. So you know what? I'll throw him another first. We get Mikal Bridges. Here's my idea. We move Derek White at point guard, which he stays the same. Bridges will stay at the 2. Tatum slides down to the 4, and Jaylen Brown at the 3. It's going to be weird, and then Porzingis can go down to the 5. So it's going to be a funky rotation, but I think with Mikal Bridges coming in, that's going to put us in a good spot to go out there and win. So I think we move Zach Collins to the 4, which he could definitely play. So I'm not even worried about that. So he'll slide down to the 4. We move a lot of guys around, but I like it. So Derek White, Trey Jones, Delano Banton, good point guard depth. We know we need a backup 2. I could probably just move Gary Harris back over, but we'll see. And we have good 5 depth. Big man depth is great. Jordan Walsh, O'Shea Brissett. I think the rest of these guys, we need to find a way to get a good backup guard here. So I think that's going to be the next step, is a backup 2 here. Although I could move Gary Harris back over and he'll be fine. So let's do that. Let's move Gary Harris back over to the 2. He'll play some backup 2 for us. And then we're going to try to get like another wing. I think that's the next step. We get like another really good wing. I think we're ready to go win a championship next. It's not pretty, but I'm going to trade Sam Hauser Brissett in a second over for Yuta Watanabe. So Watanabe will be our backup small forward, I guess. Again, it's not the most prettiest move in the world, but I'm also going to go ahead and sign this G League Mirza Fasenko, however you say his name. He's only 27, could be pretty decent, I guess. So that will be our beautiful offseason. So we get Mikal Bridges next to Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and then Kristaps Porzingis, Robert Williams. I love it. I think we're going to be in a really good spot. If we can't win a championship next year, then I'm going to be upset. So player progression, we have Tatum going down to overall, which makes sense because we moved him down to power forward. Jaylen Brown is up, Porzingis is up, Mikal Bridges is up. We got Zach Collins and Trey Jones up. So Donald Banton's up to a 75, and then Jordan Walsh, sitting in the G League, only moving up to a 72 overall, which kind of sucks, but it's good. It's all good. So we're going to also fix secondary positions because we know we slid a lot of things over, so let's do that. So Banton, point guard, shooting guard, Bridges, shooting guard, small forward. That's great. Jaylen Brown, small forward, shooting guard. Zach Collins, you're going to be able to play some backup 5 if we need you to. Those are fine. Gary Harris, you can move to the wing. Trey Jones, you can play some 2. No, I'm just going to leave him as just a point guard. Porzingis, again, can slide to the 4. Tatum, of course, could be a small forward. And then I think that's Derek White could be a 2 as well. Robert Williams, I don't want him playing power forward ever. So that should be in a pretty... I feel like we're in a good spot now. Jordan Walsh gets hurt in the Summer League. That sucks. Would have loved to have seen him on display. But other than that, I will see you guys with the rotation because I'm feeling pretty confident about going into this season. The proficiency is only going to be a 4-star balance, which is somewhat disappointing, but we are power ranking lands us at first overall. So if you look at the team right now, Derek White, Mikal Bridges, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Kristaps Porzingis, Robert Williams, Trey Jones, Zach Collins, and then Delano Banton. Yeah, so the depth, I don't know if I really fixed it the best. 75 looks a little bit better than 73, I guess. But there's definitely a world where I saw the trade deadline to still fix that because I want like 76s and 77s coming in, although Delano Banton could develop this year into that. We shall see. So still a good team, though. Mikal Bridges coming over. Hopefully that pushes us over the top. We almost made it to the conference finals last year. I'll see you guys most likely at the deadline to make one more final addition to this team. As I told you guys, I wanted to make one last trade here to kind of put things together. We're trying to get some more depth. We're trading Banton, Gary Harris, Watanabe for Isaiah Joe and Kenrich Williams. Isaiah Joe being a 77 overall. Isaiah Joe's a great player, by the way, as well. So that gives us a little bit of a better rotation at the end here, where Isaiah Joe and Kenrich Williams are our last 2 spots coming off the bench. So, and actually, on top of that, Trey Jones is hurt right now. So technically speaking, Kenrich Williams will be kicked out of the rotation, which just gives us an extra guy to come in if we do have injuries. So we're going to go ahead and keep simulating. We're 31-20 right now. I'm hoping this year we win our championship. Once again, I don't know what it is, but Isabel wins Executive of the Year. So 2K must just really love us for some reason. Although, you know, the success didn't translate into the playoffs last year. We'd get to round 2, but here are all your awards. No All-NBA first team for Jason Tatum, but he does make an All-NBA second team. He's going to have to be paid this offseason, so that's going to be a lot of chunk of change. But Mikal Bridges makes all-defensive second team, which is great. But, man, I am ready to go win my championship. Second seed in the East. We draw the Detroit Pistons in round 1. Taking a look at the player stats for this season, 28 from Jason Tatum, 24 from Jaylen Brown, 17, 17, 10, and then 9, and then 8, and then 8, and then 5. So, Detroit in round 1, they have Kate Cunningham, Ivy, Bojan, Denny Avdia, Joe Val, Russell Westbrook, Gary Trent, Asar Thompson, Isaiah Stewart, Bagley, and Justin Edwards. As much as I respect the Pistons, we should be able to beat them pretty easily. Zach Collins does get hurt. We sweep them. So we take care of business there. And now I drill in the New York Knicks. So the Knicks, they have Jalen Brunson, Grimes, RJ, Randall, Robinson, Josh Hart, Cole Anthony, DiVincenzo. John Wall is back. Or John Wall's not back. I guess John Wall's in New York. Or back in the league. I guess I could say that. But he's in New York. Jericho Sims, Jordan McLaughlin, and Kemba Walker's back. See, I don't know what it was, but when I said John Wall, I was thinking of Kemba Walker. But he's back here as well. So is Zach Collins out for a while? Let's see. He is out 1 to 2 weeks. And yeah, so that's going to be pretty tough. I'm not going to lie. That sucks to not have him for this series, but life goes on. So let's go ahead and see if we can beat the Knicks here. Game 1, we're down 1-0. Of course, we are. Game 2, wow, down 2-0 to the Knicks. We lose both games at home. Not a great start. Is Zach Collins being gone really hurts that much? Are we not going to get round 2 today? Is that what you're trying to tell me, 2K, with the Celtics? I thought it'd be easy today. And boy, was I wrong. We're down 3-0. Wow. Okay. I am getting my absolute butt kicked here. So let's see if we can win game 4 and maybe come back from 3-0. Are the Knicks like that now or something? I was not aware. Let's see if we can come out and win this one and keep our hopes alive. So we are going to win this one, 125 to 111. All it takes is one streak. As you know, the Celtics went down 3-0 to Miami and almost made things interesting. Zach Collins is still closer to coming back, so that could be a huge lift when he's back. If we can win this game 5, maybe, just maybe, we could be in a good spot, but it's not looking good for us to do that. We get absolutely blown to shreds. So, not great, not gonna lie. We cannot get out of round 2 today, which is kind of concerning, I will say. I thought with this core that we'd easily do it, but we lose to the Knicks in round 2. Cavaliers and go on to win the championship. The Grizzlies going, or I guess Evan Mobley won the finals MVP, but they lost. So, draft lottery, this isn't gonna really matter for us. I mean, I'm just simply gonna be running it back. I don't care about the draft. I think I like my team. We're gonna use our MLE again. Maybe we get a different head coach. Maybe Joe Mazzulla is not it. We have Frank Vogel. We have probably some other good options here as well. So Joe Mazzulla, we're moving on from. I guess Frank Vogel would be our best choice out of all the guys I've seen so far. So I'm going to offer Frank Vogel a bag, and he is going to sign it. So Frank Vogel is our head coach. We'll see if that changes anything for us. Coaching staff is filled out. I don't even care about the draft, like I said. So let's just go to rookie signing, and we have Arif Burke, who, sure, welcome to the team. Player options, Jay Tatum declines, Kill Foster accepting. Qualifying offers, Mirza is a free agent. I believe Mikal and Tatum are both free agents here. And then Derek White, or Mikal, is he a free agent? And he's not. Wow, I thought he was a free agent for some reason, so I'm glad he's not. But I do want Tatum. I do want Derek White back, and then I do want Trey Jones back. So Tatum, of course, is the top of the priority list. So let's go ahead and just make sure that's done. So Tatum, going to be costing a lot of money next to Jaylen Brown, but it was a no-brainer. We got to bring him back. Derek White, same thing. We need to bring him back. Trey Jones, same thing. And Isaiah Joe, same thing. We have to use all of our money, and we're going to just bring everybody back. I feel good about what we have. Just a matter of keeping everybody intact. So boom, that's back. And then we can sign someone else in free agency. So what do we need the most? We have good backup point guard, good backup 2. I guess a good backup 3 would be in order. So backup small forward, Levert. I'll sign Levert. I move him to 3. We'll be good there. So that should be our offseason. So with Frank Vogel being our head coach and hopefully Karis LeVert coming in, that's literally the only thing that's really changed. So Tatum is up, embracing that power forward spot now. Kendrick Williams, Mears is down, but LeVert wants to move to small forward. He might even be an 80 overall. He is going to be a 79. So we'll take that. I'll see you guys at the end of next season. At this point, I don't even care about the injuries. I'm just ready to get into the playoffs and just win a championship, because I felt like our window was last year. It's still open and it's still here, but we need to take advantage now. So let's see what we're looking like going into this season. So proficiency, under grit and grind, we're 4.5, which is interesting. We can be a 5-star balance under Frank Vogel. Sign me up for that. Let's do it. I did not even mean to do a 5-star proficiency challenge, but I guess I did that today. So I feel like having Frank Vogel is going to do wonders for us. I don't know, man. There's just a feeling I have. So rotationally, Derek White, Bridges, Brown, Tatum, Porzingis, Robert Williams, Trey Jones, LeVert, Zach Collins, and Isaiah Joe. So yeah, the depth is the best it's been in this video. And then again, so pretty. 5-star, or was 5-star. Was it defense 5-star? Or something changed where it's not a 5-star anymore. Interesting. All right, that's fine. 4.5 still fine. I'll see you guys to the end of this season. Let's go win a championship, shall we? So this will be the final season here, no matter what happens. Once again, finish up as the 2nd seed in the East. Looking at your player stats, 27, 24, 16.5. Is everyone healthy here? Everyone is healthy, which is a great sign. So all we need to do is come out, take care of business. Let's get out of round 2, man. That's at least all I want, if not a championship. So the Hornets in round 1, obviously they're pretty tough. Let's go game by game here. They got LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller, who develops really nicely in 2K. Also drafted Isaiah Collier. They have Emmanuel Quickly, Mark Williams. So a solid roster in Charlotte. We do go up 1-0 though. We're up 2-0. So far so good. 3-0, and we get out of round 1, which has not been a problem today. It's been getting out of round 2, which has been the issue. And we get to draw the 76ers. So the 76ers, they still have James Harden, Maxey. They added Chris Middleton and Kuminga. Wow, I don't know how they pulled that off. That's pretty nice. Joel Embiid, Paul Reed, Cameron Reddish, Cameron Payne, Elliot Caldwell, Andrew Shamet. To be honest with you, this is a really solid team. Their depth is phenomenal as well. So whoever is the GM there in Philadelphia, in this CPU hypothetical world, they're doing a fantastic job, because getting Kuminga and Middleton as your starting forwards around Embiid, Maxey, and Harden is pretty nice. But we got to hopefully get out of round 2 today. Are we healthy going into this? We are. So here goes nothing. Game 1, 1-0 start. Beat them by 10. 30-8 from Jason Tatum. 22 from Porzingis. 21 from Jaylen Brown. Game 2, We're up 2-0, beat them by 1. That was a closer one. We do go up 2-0, take care of both games at home. All we need to do is win game 3, and we're in a really good spot. We do. Let's go. Wow, man. 123 to 179. Absolutely obliterated them. And can we beat them in 4? Yes, we can. We got out of round 2. Oh, my goodness. I didn't even know if it'd be possible today. But here we go. We get Cleveland or New York. Both teams are going to be tough. We get the Cavaliers. So Cavaliers, they have they don't have Donovan Mitchell anymore. Wow, that is huge. That is huge. He's not hurt either. Strus is hurt for them. So no more Donovan Mitchell on their end. We have no injuries here still, which is fantastic. That is awesome. Now Cleveland, I know Max Strus is hurt. He is only day-to-day, so he should be back soon. We need to take care of game 1 though with no Max Strus. We're down 1-0. Not a great start. It was in Cleveland though. Maybe we could just take 1 in game 2. No, down 2-0. Are we really not going to be able to win a championship today in using the Celtics? Like, is that going to be my luck today? Let's go to bench utilization, move it down to 40, and let's see if we can win game 3 and game 4, because they don't even have Donovan Mitchell anymore, and we're about to lose this series, which is just not where I want to be at all. They're going to have a 3-0 lead on us, it looks like, unless we come out with a miracle, and they're going to have a 3-0 lead, bro. Wow. Okay, well, game 4 is going to be huge. Can we come out and win it? I mean, we're not done yet. We are going to be in a closer one here. As long as we hang on to the lead, though, we win game 4. So at least we're not getting swept. Although, no, I guess it wasn't that close. But all right. Game 5. Big one here to force a game 6. That would be lovely if we can do it. So game 5 in Cleveland. We do have a nice lead in the first quarter. Good lead in the second quarter as well. We might be able to do it. We're going to force a game 6. Okay. We're going back to TD Garden. All we got to do is force a game 7. Win game 6, we're going to game 7. That's all we wanted, and here we are, potentially able to do it just here. Wow, this is going to be a close one in the end here. Take care of the lead, man. Do not blow this lead. 107 to 112. Oh, my goodness, this is as close as you can get. Just kidding. We're starting to run away with it a little bit. Keep scoring, keep scoring. We're going to a game 7. Wow, we have forced a game 7 after being down 3-0. It's obviously not the first time the Celtics have done it. They did it to Miami last year. I thought we were done for. Game 7. We have to go to Cleveland to do it. Can we get to the finals? Come on, man. Let's go. Let's get this first quarter started. We got all the momentum in the world right now. We have a lead in the first and the second. They could cut it. Okay, I think we got it, though. I don't think they're coming back. We actually just came back from 2-0. I thought we were done for, unless we blow it at the end. But it's looking good. We came back from 2-0. Wow. Okay, I will take that. Jaylen Brown wins Conference Finals MVP, average 35 points. Love it. Okay. Now we get the Grizzlies, who I think have won 2 championships in this video, or have been here in the finals at least twice already. So it's time to end their reign. I don't think we have... Oh, Trey Jones is hurt. Out for the season. That's tough. Oh, Joe and Zach Collins are hurt. Wow. Wow. Okay. I don't know when they got hurt, but that's tough. Do the Grizzlies have any injuries, or are they just chilling right now? So they're cleanly healthy. Wow, that's awesome. So we go into this series with 3 injuries. That's fantastic. So our depth looks like this now. Guess it's not the worst depth in the world, but not having Collins, Trey Jones, Isaiah Joe, that sucks so badly. Game 1, 1-0, beat them by 1 point, 32-27. Game 2, okay, off to a great start. Wow, who needs 3 guys when you can come out here and just beat the Grizzlies like this and maybe even sweep them? They might come back from this, though, and maybe we blow the 3-0 lead. It's not looking like that, though. Man, I thought for a second we weren't even going to win a championship in today's video as we were down 3-0, but we are back. We finally got one. Jason Tatum wins MVP here in the finals. With 3 injuries, that was rough. I thought for sure we were done for, but we still took care of business. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was a fun one. It was a sweat. I thought it'd be easy with the Celtics today, but no, 2K made me work, man, which I guess I can appreciate. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you on the next one. Again, the goal is to reach 40K before this month is over. It's Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.